Lauren Johnson and I'm the National Coaching Coordinator for Bowls New Zealand. The purpose of this video is to show players and coaches sound basic technique in bowls. We really want all new players coached in this way so that they can develop to be the best that they can be. We're very lucky to have the expertise of Stu Butter, the current national coach, Clara Soper, a biomechanist who has been working with Stu over the last 2 years, Joe Edwards, the current World and Commonwealth Pairs Champion, and Shannon McIlroy, who is a member of the New Zealand Under-18 team. We want all coaches to really use this video to help those players be the best that they can be and to make people realise that coaching is the key.
Sports arena is a totally different place in today's environment. Continuing development and training in all aspects of one's sporting code is not only advantageous but quite necessary. We see this constantly with our professional sports people and athletes, and it is slowly being adopted by a wide range of amateur sports as well. And our sport is no different. Since 2001, we've seen many players embrace the introduction of sports science. Primarily, we have seen the focus on sports psychology, fitness and conditioning, and the very important study of biomechanics. Sports science is still new to us, and so we are still evolving in our knowledge and our methods. The New Zealand Way is a continuation of our development and application of sound coaching practices based on where we've been, our successes, and where we'd like to go in the future. Today, our main focus is on the basics of biomechanics.
Basic biomechanical principles have been successfully and accurately identified to describe the movements of delivering a bowl. We'll look at stability, alignment, and segmental sequencing, the timing of the step, the arm swing, and the transfer of weight, as we discuss and show you the overall bowl delivery. We'll show you today that it's not necessary to have a complete new technique for varying surface conditions or speeds. However, by simply adopting the correct body positions, alignments and segmental sequencing, it's a matter of adjusting your range of movements for fast or slow greens. As we move forward with our work, we'll see technical refinement, and as we apply our knowledge throughout the sport, we'll begin to see other advantages, particularly in the area of injury prevention.
But first, let's begin at the beginning. Getting used to holding the bowl correctly in your hand will give you maximum control. This applies to all bowling shots, so getting this right will set you up for making the most of the techniques that follow. With the bowl in your non-bowling hand, place your middle finger on top directly along the running surface, with the first and third fingers placed along the rings of the bowl. Turn your hand over to the delivery position. Make sure the thumb is no higher than the outer rings, and you can let the little finger rest lightly and comfortably on the side of the bowl. The weight of the bowl rests solely on the three main fingers, so you are not gripping the bowl, and the thumb and the little finger are only supporting the bowl in the hand. The centre line of the running surface of the bowl forms a direct line through the arm, elbow to the shoulder, with the middle finger centred on the bowl. Once you get used to this, if you're not already, you'll find the bowl can be released from the hand smoothly onto the running surface. It is important to develop a pre-shot routine. You see them everywhere. Other bowlers, golfers and rugby place kickers. They all achieve the same thing: mental preparation of the shot you're about to take. This routine brings your concentration to the fore. It creates focus and allows confidence and control. And what's more, it will establish a consistency with your bowl delivery. There are several key components in your pre-shot routine, namely, to start concentration, to decide what your shot objective is, to place the bowl correctly in your hand. Begin your pre-shot routine from 1 metre behind the mat, heading in the direction of your intended line. Identify your line, then select a fixed point on the bank. Confirm your line and establish a focus point on the green. Visualize the shot. Get a clear picture of what you want to do with the bowl and then move on to the mat. And remember, all this should be natural and comfortable. As you move on to the mat, place your anchor foot at the centre of the mat, pointing in the direction of your intended line, about 5 to 10 centimetres from the front edge. Place your lead foot adjacent and parallel to your anchor foot. Your feet should be about hip width apart and your weight evenly distributed. Your shoulders and hips will be square to your intended line and your head centered. It is a common fault to allow your shoulders to rotate inwards, so remember to keep them square to your intended line. At this point, now your feet are on the mat. Reconfirm your focus point. With your body relaxed in an upright or semi-upright position, make sure that you're comfortable, your knees are slightly flexed, upper trunk slightly forward, weight over the balls of your feet, and now elevate the bowling arm extending along the delivery line. The simplest way to describe the bowling arm action is a controlled pendulum swing. The higher the swing, the more force generated, and the faster the bowl will travel. What we'll be looking at as an overall delivery will be body alignment, stability and control, rhythm, timing, and weight transfer. Looking at the swing from the side, we can see that the movement is initiated by the trunk rotating forward from the hips. This starts the momentum. By rotating from the hips, avoids placing unnecessary pressure on the lower back. In the past, too many bowlers have tended to rotate from the lower back, which in the long term may cause injury. The swing starts with a slight transfer of weight onto the toes, being careful not to lift your heels. Then drop your arm downwards and backwards in a straight line. As your bowling arm passes your hips, your lead foot is activated. The forward swing starts in a straight line from the maximum height of the backswing as the heel of your lead foot is grounded. Note the centre of mass, roughly about the lower abdomen, will continue to move forward during the delivery process, and it's important to maintain the centre of mass in a central position throughout your entire delivery. When you release, your body should be in this final position. Upper trunk in a horizontal position, front leg shank angled forward, lower back leg in horizontal position, upper thigh is vertical or angled slightly forward. The ideal release is when the bowl is at its closest to the surface. This is the bottom of the pendulum swing when your arm is vertical. The bowl is released directly below your shoulder. Your head is forward of the lead foot and forward of the bowl at release. After release and into the follow through, keep your body low and keep moving your body weight forward. The correct use of body movement and sequencing will make sure that maximum force is applied to the bowl with minimal effort. Now let's have a look at some of the common faults which can be seen from the side. First, poor sequencing and timing, or poor arm swing and leg movement. The upper trunk is kept in a vertical position or rotating from the lower back. Here the body weight is on the heels and the bowler adopts a sitting position during the delivery, which puts the centre of mass dropping straight down to the ground. Note the limited range of movement with the arm and steps. Poor body position at release, or release is after the vertical point of the pendulum swing. We'll take a look at the overall delivery from the front and check the body position and bowl alignment. First, let's check the dress position, noting the head, shoulders, hips and feet, making sure there is even weight distribution. The delivery starts with your upper trunk falling forward in a straight line. Your head stays in a central position and your bowling arm swings back and forwards in a straight line. Your lead foot steps forward in a line with the intended delivery, and your non-bowling arm slides down your thigh during the delivery to end up resting on your thigh. This makes sure that your shoulders stay square during the delivery and gives you stability at release. The release occurs close to the toe of the lead foot. Your bowling arm continues along the line of delivery, not crossing in front of your body in the follow through. Note the palm faces upwards and your head stays still, and you stay down to avoid topping the bowl and therefore limiting the force applied. As the bowl travels down the delivery line, you continue forward and stand up. Record the result, and then you can start to see particular trends and patterns that may highlight issues with technique or approach. The first of our 4 main shots is a draw. The aim of the draw shot is to get the bowl as close as possible to a predetermined target. As with all our shots, a pre-shot routine is critical to determine the line selection and bowl speed, and is vital to the draw shot. The draw shot is the most commonly used of all the bowling shots and has a number of variations depending on what you are trying to achieve in your game or as a part of your team tactics. We place the target mat on the 2 metre mark with the jack placed 25 centimetres from the front edge. Then over the 10 ends we vary the placement of the delivery mat, short, medium and long ends. We now deliver 4 bowls, 2 forehand and 2 backhand for each end. Remember the pre-shot routine. What's the purpose of the bowl? Locate the line and visualize the shot. Step onto the mat and address the target and perform the delivery. Remember to keep your line consistent and adjust the speed of the bowl as needed. After each of these deliveries, we can measure our success and skill, and once we've done this exercise over 10 ends, we begin to see some patterns. We can then adjust the mat and the target to apply these skills to the other types of draw shots to make adjustments for the change of the line and the length we most likely face during the course of the game. The second shot of our overall skills is a controlled forcing shot, used to enter or pass through a target area, either to rest the opponent's bowl or to promote your team's bowls, or to move the jack to improve your own score. In this drill, we centre the jack on the 2 metre mark and position the flat jacks 60 centimetres either side of the jack. As we progress through this drill and see our skills increase, we can reduce the distance of the flat jacks. We now place a bowl beside the jack to establish a target. On the right hand side for a forehand delivery and the left hand side for a backhand delivery. We now perform this drill for a short, medium and long mat placement. As with the draw, we go through our pre-shot routine and focus on the objective of the shot, identify our main focus point and visualize. By repeating this drill over and over, we can develop a mindset for the force we need to apply to make the shot successful. Also, different green surfaces will have different characteristics, and some will hold the line more than others. As we record each delivery, we'll notice some The third skill we had to use is the firm forcing shot. With much the same objective as a controlled forcing shot, the firm forcing shot has more bowl speed to displace the opponent's bowls or even kill the head or run the jack into the ditch. In this drill, we set up the jack on the centre line at the 3/4 length and position the flat jacks on the left and right approximately 40 centimetres from the centre. Place the mat on the 2-metre mark. Think about your pre-shot routine, alignment, focus point and visualisation. Address the mat, but this time position your body straighter to the centre line. Deliver your bowl and record your results. The last of our skills, and often the most spectacular, is a drive. Used to displace opponents' bowls out of the head or kill the jack. The drive uses greater increased speed and a much reduced line to deliver the bowl to the target. While speed is the main factor of the drive, control and accuracy is vital. Often you'll have a much greater margin of error in the drive because of the greater body movement required to bowl it. If your address and technique is off, accuracy will be lost. Balance, rhythm and timing are often sacrificed for the increased speed, so it is important to keep the body square and maintain a straight line movement and develop a consistent routine. We set this drill up the same as a firm forcing shot, but reduce the target area. And as before, think about your pre-shot routine, alignment, focus point and visualisation. Address the mat, but this time position your body straighter . Drills from the Skills and Drills Manual. A good warm-up drill is a line drill. To set up, place 2 discs about 10 centimetres apart along your intended delivery line. Deliver your bowl directly between the discs. You can do this as a circuit, forehand first and then backhand on the next rink, all the way up the green, with the aim of improving consistency with line and work on the technical areas of the delivery. As the skill improves, you can reduce the distance between the discs. Other circuit drills can include tactical drill over 2 rinks. The game is about teamwork. Elimination of short bowls is a game in which any bowl over 30 centimetres short or 2 metres past the jack is eliminated and cannot be played again until the next end. Revolving positions and reducing bowls. On the first end, each team member has 4 bowls, and each respective position plays against each other. The leads play their bowls. At the completion, the team holding the shot is awarded 2 points. The sequence is followed through for the second, the third and the skip. When this is completed, the team holding the shot not only is awarded the 2 points, they are also awarded a number of shots they are holding on that end. On the second end, the positions revolve and the bowls reduced to 3. The only way for a player to develop and improve all of these techniques is to practice the skills over and over. We have many aids and manuals to help with the drills required to improve the game. But overall, working as coaches with development players to practice the basic principles will ensure the most value will be gained from the game.